Gorsuch, and I'm here with Explore WIU. This week I am highlighting the Department of Speech Pathology and Audiology, formerly known as the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders. I'm here with Julie Dalmasso. Is that how you say your last name? And she is going to talk a little bit about what she does in the department and about the opportunities here for students at Western.
Okay. Hi Katie, I am Julie Dalmasso and I am an instructor here in the Department of Speech Pathology and Audiology as of yesterday. And I've been here for 6 years prior to coming to Western to teach. I worked clinically as a speech pathologist in healthcare, primarily in skilled nursing facilities. And I really like what I do here because it's a great mix of teaching students who will be future professionals, as well as supervising them in their clinical experiences in our on-campus clinic and also off-campus in skilled nursing in areas that I am familiar with, and getting to bridge that gap from classroom to the clinical life.
Great. So can you tell us a little bit about how you came to Western specifically, and how you got into like the instruction, and you do advising for the grads as well, correct?
Yes, I do. So I am a fairly local person. I'm from Canton, Illinois, which is about 45 minutes from Macomb. And after I went to my own undergrad and graduate program, I worked clinically in the region. And the last 2 years I was in practice, I was the director of rehab, and I decided that I needed a change. I didn't like being a manager, but it wasn't easy to go back to just being a speech pathologist again. So I saw a job opening here at Western and thought that teaching would be really exciting, and I have never regretted it for 1 second. I love my interactions with the students every day.
Awesome. So can you talk a little bit about the specific classes you teach, and then how you advise the students and help them with like the clinical and the training that they get?
Sure, absolutely. At the undergraduate level, I teach 2 courses. I teach anatomy and physiology of the speech and hearing mechanisms. So that is a class that students take fairly early in the program, usually around their sophomore year or right away if you're a transfer student in that first semester. Get that foundation of the structures that you need to be able to speak and to hear. Then I also teach a senior level course that's scientific thinking in communication sciences and disorders, which is now speech pathology and audiology. And that's basically an undergrad research methods course, and that's taken later in the program. A large part of what I do with our undergrads, because I am the graduate advisor, I work with them to help get them prepared for applying to graduate school. So getting them to get their GRE taken and get letters of recommendation and work through the application system, so they are the most qualified applicants that they can possibly be.
All right, great. So can you talk a little bit about the hands-on opportunities students get to get, the different places they get to go and work with the clientele population, and how that can be applied to their careers once they leave Western?
Absolutely. So at the undergraduate level, one thing that sets our program apart from some others is that our students get to actually do hands-on clinic in their senior year. Most programs don't allow that until you're actually a graduate student, but we get that, as long as you meet the GPA requirement, we get that started as a senior. So we have a clinic on campus here on the second floor of Memorial Hall where students get started. And then after that, once they've got a little bit of clinical experience under their belt, and if they are admitted to our graduate program, we continue with our on-campus clinic here. We also go to other sites here in Macomb. We work with Macomb Public Schools. We work with the Elms Nursing Facility and Wesley Village, Bridgeway. We have a couple contracts with the West Prairie School District and coming soon VIT. So we work with a lot of local organizations to provide our students off-campus experiences that will help them learn how to be practitioners, but we also then are able to serve the community by helping those organizations with the services their individuals require.
All right, cool. And then a little bit about how students have to like go into grad school. So how does the undergrad aspect of Western's program play into what options they have when they're choosing grad schools, or if they choose to stay at Western?
Absolutely. So our graduate program accepts 20 to 22 students each year. And typically in a typical class, about half of those are our own Western undergrads. So it's really great when we get to know you as an undergrad and we can see how you perform in the classroom and how you perform clinically. That just helps kind of those subjective parts of your graduate application. So that can be very beneficial. We want you to be a qualified applicant wherever you choose to apply to. But typically about half of our incoming graduate class do come from here within our own program.
All right, that's good to hear. Keeping the students at Western
That's right.
is always great. So for the undergrad, is there a specific amount of students you can accept for that program, or is there specific requirements
Nope,
coming in?
As many undergrads that want to join our program, we can take you. I think our max class size is, I think 40 students in our undergrad classes, which is a good number. So they're not too huge, but we still get to know everyone on a pretty individual basis.
All right. So do the students get to do a lot of research as well as, doing the clinics their senior year?
Absolutely. We usually have a handful of honor students that can work on a master's thesis an undergraduate honors thesis if they so choose. And they get a good thread of evidence-based practice and an introduction to research embedded throughout the undergraduate program.
All right. And is there any unique or different classes that the department offers that's like not typical, like study abroad or something, or not necessarily study abroad, or like an internship class, just something that's
one of the classes, I'm not sure that's unique to us. I don't know enough about other programs to say that we're different with this, but probably one of our coolest classes, I think, is 482, which is clinical methods, and it's taken the first semester of your senior year. And in that class, students are paired with one client that they observe here in our clinic throughout the entire semester. And at the end of that semester, they get to co-treat for the very first time and actually do therapy with that client as they're learning about how to write goals for communication and work toward those goals and provide appropriate cues and supports. And I just think that's a really cool class that really bridges all of their previous coursework into let's get your feet wet, let's get you in this room with this client.
Awesome. So is there any final words of advice that you would give to prospective students who are interested in Western or joining the Department of Speech Pathology and Audiology one day?
Well, I would say you definitely have to work hard. I'm not going to say we're an easy major by any means, especially if you want to be a qualified applicant for grad school. But we love students who work hard, and we have quite a bit of fun in our classes, if I say so myself. I think we're a good time, and we would look forward to having any students join our major.
All right. Thank you, Julie, and thank you, everyone, for joining us.